Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for joining me again. Oops. So I am here today with a walkthrough of my new tarot journal that I created. Sorry, moving some stuff. So that I have something for my website. So let's just dig right in. So this is very similar to last year's tarot journal, which is still on there. I don't date these so that they can be used year after year after year, but I wanted something a little bit more like vintagey style to go with my current regular planner, which is right here. Is it dashboard? Yeah. So I bought this off of Etsy, and I like the darker, more vintagey style. So I wanted to make this more like that instead of like the white backdrop. So I am currently in, or not in, I should say, I'm just like in regular mode or link mode, which you'll see by the little circle up here with the pen in it. And so that's when the links work. When you push the button, that shows you're in edit mode. But so I'm not in edit mode currently. And your copy, if you do purchase this, is not going to have the 2023 tarot journal. It's just going to be blank, and you can fill it in. You can make copies, and you could use this every year if you wanted. So 2024 tarot journal, yada, yada, yada. You get the idea. So you click on that. Or you can just swipe, and it takes you to an index page. He's done. Okay, it takes you to an index page. Now, my previous tarot journal with the blue cover has 14 categories. This one, I have moved it up to 20 categories. Now, for me, yours is not going to come like this. It's going to come blank. I'm showing you how I've used mine thus far. So you can put in your name. And so like, for instance, my January, I created another page for it, but I put all of my moon cycles because I use those, and then you can make it really big. So these are the actual, when the moon was full in January. It was in Gemini. And so that's what I'm using that for. So I have through December, but also astrology. And I can add to it. Go back. Numerology. I haven't put anything in it yet. Like I said, these are all going to be blank for you. So you can put whatever you want. All you have to do is put it into the edit mode. Hit the text. Go like this. So let's say deacons again. And then I just move it right on over here. And there you go. Come on. Just to move it over. I'm just being nitpicky, sorry. So then you put it back into where it's not in edit mode anymore. So I can click on it. It'll take me to that page. And I would turn around and do the exact same thing and type in deacons if that's what I want that to be. So you have a total of 20 different categories that you can do whatever you want with those categories. Come on. Might be easier if I use my pen. Yep. Come on. Ay, caramba. All right, we're going to delete that. Okay, so we're going to go back out of edit mode. So then the next thing I have up here is library. So you can click on library. And what I've included here is a list. each one of these pages has a total of like 105 lines with a little dot next to it. So there's a couple more pages, and if you wanted to, you could always, depending on the size of your collection, you know, tarot deck collection or oracle deck collection or decks in general, you can just hit this plus button up here and add another one. See, it's after that's highlighted. Hit this again, and it'll create another page. Okay, so you're pretty much doing that with everything. So if I went to January and I wanted to create, because see, even like February, March, April, it's all the same thing. And I wanted to be more like vintagey and rustic style. But if I want to, let's go back to index. Let's go back to January. If I want to add another one, I just hit the plus. And there we go. So I've got another one for January. You'll know when you're in the next one because February will be gone. Okay? And so that's what I put for mine. However, you can use these indexes for year ahead spread, which that's pretty much everything. The library, the index, the cover, that will take you back to the cover. You can just click on that. It'll take you to the index page, or you can just simply swipe. And the swipes will take you to each category as well. I put in the February, March, April. I made those that category. So I also put a miscellaneous page for anything else that you want to add to the back of it. So now if you wanted to add another miscellaneous, there you go. So the miscellaneous button would take you to the first one, and then you can just go like this, scroll. Now, something else that comes with this particular journal, I'm going to pull the, is a tarot journal widgets. It's a folder. I've made it into tarot extra zip, and then these are all the folders that come in it. So just like the other one that I made last year, it has several different like book widgets. So we've got like a book wish list. We've got that in blue, green, gray. Like here's the gray one. It looks really good with this. And you see you can size them. You can make them larger. You write in what books that are on your wish list, who the author is, and maybe as you get them, you can check them off. So I've got several different colors of those. I've got green, gray, pink, purple, a red. This one's really pretty. And you can either type in what you want, blah, 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 right? With it having that color, you could also change it to like a white and still be able to see it. So it just really depends on you. All right, oops. So we're gonna put it back on this. We're gonna get rid of that. So, this one is books to read. So these are books that you have decided to read. Another, I did show you in the previous video for the first video, or the first tarot planner that I made. However, make sure it's on picture. Tap it again so it's all highlighted. Tap it one more time so that you get the options up above. You can hit crop. Let's say that you're reading 3 and you put it in your January tab. Done. Oops. So there you go. You can resize it. You can put it down here. And it just redid it for me. But so I have that in the blue, brown, which kind of looks like pink on this one, green. So some of these don't look necessarily like on the white paper, you can see them more. Now some, it just depends. Like this one looks really good on there. Come on, why does this keep changing on me? Boy, I'm having an issue here today. So then we've got more that are for finished books, widgets in the various colors. Blue, brown, green, gray, and purple. So whatever books you finish. You can crop them either way, top or bottom. So that's one folder. Then I've also got deck widgets. So we've got deck wish list in several different colors. We've got the blue, green, oops, done. We've got gray, pink, purple, and red. And then we've got decks that you worked with. In the various colors. Let me get bigger so you can see. If you don't like the colors that they're on, let me show you really quick. Oh, come on, you're killing me here. Cancel. Let's go back. All right, shapes. I have a whole bunch of shapes in here for you. So let's say, for instance, you wanted something a little bit lighter or more solid so that you could easily see something better. One of the widgets. Go back to deck widgets. And let's maybe look at the purple, see what that looks like on it. Not so great. Let's look at the red. Yeah, that looks really cool. You can fill them all the way out and use them like that, however you want. And there's different colors. So, like, let me go back. Well, anyways, let me show you the rest of them. So there's decks worked with. And then there's another new deck, whoops, that I did in this one for this time, which looks really cool. I thought it looked really good with the vintagey stuff. Looks really cool, huh? And the thing is, you can write on these or you can type in these. So, let's see. Like the Wandering Moon. So I can go, oh, yep. Oh, you know what? Let me change the, because something that I was making. Let me put it back to ball pen. Okay. The Wandering. Okay, you get the picture. Sorry, I always write on the side. So you can do that. Oops. All right, so let me get it off of that, put it back on picture. So that's another one. Let me make sure I'm back in frame here. So, yeah. So that's another one that looks really good. New decks. I did this one in like a dark red, which was not available with the last tarot journal and all of the fixins or all of the extras. And then let's see, we've got the other new deck widgets that were in the other one. So we've got that one. We've got this one. That one looks really cool with this as well. And yeah, that one does too. Oops. So let me go back and show you miscellaneous widgets that we've got here. I've included a few habit trackers. So there's one that includes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different habits that you can track on a weekly basis. And you can use these in your tarot journal. I included them because there's different kinds of habits that you can also be tracking for tarot, like doing a deacon walk, doing a Hello Quest, doing a tarot study, doing whatever, you know, a card a day, whatever. You know, mark it down. Did you do your monthly medicine? Blah, 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 blah today, you know. So there's lots of stuff you can track like that. Another one, if you want something a little bit more simple, is this one, which is really cool. Make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. And it looks really good with that. And here's the other one. And that's just like, you know, water, if you're dancing, if you're doing yoga, tarot study, whatever. They're just different looks. Another thing, like with the other, if you are doing, let's say, tracking 3 things a week, again, all you have to do is click on it, make sure it's all highlighted, go to crop, and you don't, if you don't want to use that, you don't have to, and you could go just like that. And there's your little 3 things that you're tracking. I must have hit some sort of setting or something. Okay, so another thing, I've got a moon widget here that looks really cool if you follow like the moons, but you don't want to do it like what I did there. Oops, where is it? Like these. You know what I mean? With the actual charts, you can just simply type in to that. Where did I do it? Was that on the miscellaneous? Yes. I swear I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached. So there's a moon one. There is a sun one. These came with the original tarot journal and extras, which looks really cool. And then there is 3 to-do lists. That one's really pretty. All these are croppable. Oh, that one's really pretty with that. Oops. So that's pretty. Oops. And then here's the third one. Oh, that one looks really pretty with that too. And then we've got, I also added a tree of life, a blank one. If you're doing like a Kabbalah study, you can fill that out. And then I've got, let's say you are purchasing a whole bunch of decks or backing a whole bunch of decks on Kickstarter. I have created lists for new Kickstarter decks and the funding date so that you can keep track of that and then check it off as they fund. Different colors for that. I've got the blue, green, gray, already showed you that, pink, and purple. And then we've got, let's say you've got a whole bunch of packages that are coming in and you're trying to keep track of them. So let me show you that. Packages arriving with an ETA and the item number, maybe tracking number, whatever. I know for me, if I order decks that are international, I like to keep an eye on it, especially the international ones, but pretty much all of them anymore because, you know, the Postal Service is not at its best right now. So that also comes in blue, green, gray, pink, and purple. And I think that's everything out of this one. And then we've got shapes. Like I showed you, there's several different shapes and colors in there for you to pick from. Some of your darker ones. And these are changeable by using these arrows. You know, these. Boom. Fit it in the corner, however you want to do it. And then I have added tarot spreads for you. So I did adjust the 1 card tarot spread so that you have no more white backing, and change the font to make it look a little bit better. So for anybody that likes doing, you know, let's say for me, when I'm doing, sometimes I'll do a 1 card spread and I'm happy with that for a day or 2 or a month, whatever. So this is something that you can easily track. You know what deck you use, the astrology associated with it, numerology, an element, question that you were using, if you used a question for it, and any initial thoughts, and then reflections on it. So that's one of them. And a 3 card. This one was also updated, no more white background, and I changed the fonts. So this, if you type in something like the date here, and then you can circle or circle in whichever you want here, you can just use a different color that you would be able to see. Like, by writing in, let's say, what is today? January 23rd. See? Or you can type it in white. And you could circle, or you could color in the day of the week if you choose to do that. You don't have to, but it's an option. So another spread is the Ancestor Speak spread. This was one I had created October of last year that I used on Halloween. Elemental. Healing spread, so your earth, air, fire, water, and spirit. And see, some of these, because they were all made in the same thing, but if you want to cut it down so you don't have all the extra, it's the same process. You just hit crop it down there, there, and there. And now it fits more easily on your page. See, you could have it over here and then put your results over here. You can do however you want. You could place the cards on top of it, take a picture of it with your iPad and put the card actually on top of it and then write about it, however you want to do it. I like keeping these blank so that you can be as creative as you want or as simple as you want. Interview spread. With, like, what are your strengths as a deck? What are your limits as a deck? What are you here to teach me? How can we best work together and the potential outcome of our time together? 5 card spread. That's in there. Oh, come on, my goodness. And then life mission spread. Bum, bum. And then the making contact spread. Am I being contacted? How am I being contacted? Why am I being contacted? Who is contacting me? Am I a starseed? Do I have a mission? The nature of my mission? Am I being blocked? Am I on the right path? Overall message. Simple starseed spread. What are you here for? Mission, heal, and gift. My goodness, if I can speak. The 7 chakra spread. Make sure I'm still in here. So root, where am I now? Sacral, what I most desire. Solar, my greatest power or strength. Heart, what does my heart advise? My desire to share or say to the world, loved ones. Throat, brow, what are my hidden spiritual gifts? Crown, where do I desire to be or desire to attain? And then this was a very cool spread that Lady Blindwolf had created. So I made a spread for that. Triple Goddess spread. And the year ahead. And this I have cropped it down a little bit better. So for those that do year ahead spreads. If you want to, you can actually take a picture of the tarot or the tarot card that you're actually using for each given month. And you can just, you know, put it right over that. And then, or put it in there or do a write-up, whatever. You can track if you do a rune a month, if you do a goddess a month, if you do a numerology a month. You can track it all right in there, your card of the month, however. And then, one last thing. So that's all the spreads. And then astrology symbols. If you follow like the moon cycles or like where is Mercury, where is blah, 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 and you want to use the different symbols, there's that. And you, like I said, you do not have to use these in your tarot either. You can use them in your regular journal if you want. Or depending on how you use this journal. It doesn't necessarily have to be a tarot journal. That's just what I created it for. So we have all of our different signs. We've got a full moon sticker. We've got moon phases. We've got new moon. That's not Ophiuchus. What did that do? That's Sagittarius, so why does it look like that? I'm not sure why that, but that is Sagittarius. That's not Ophiuchus. I wonder if it screwed something up. So anyways, I've got a sun. I've got another sun. Now, I also made these so you can track it on your regular calendar with the symbols when the sun enters Aquarius, like on your days, however you want to do it. That's for all of them, including Ophiuchus. So all 13 if you follow them. And then I've got the white back. So like that. Or clear back, I should say. Where the other one is the black on top with the white. These are all clear. So I've even got Black Moon Lilith there. We've even got Chiron. I created an Ophiuchus. And there you go. So I believe that is everything. Did I do miscellaneous? I did. Tarot spreads. Yep. So that's everything. It's going to come in where it says Tarot Extras. You just click on it and it'll open itself right up. And then it creates these different files for you. And this is the actual folder, or I mean the actual planner. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Come on, what is the issue? I must have hit some sort of setting. So there is your cover. I hope you have enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. And I am sending you love always. I will be putting a link to my Ko-fi shop where you can purchase this if you want. Like I said, this is also, it doesn't have that. So it is blank. It doesn't come with dates. So you could technically use this year after year after year if you chose to. Thank you for spending this time with me.